Hello world! Today we are on a tour of Cleveland, and this is actually my first tour, so I'm taking you along with me for a real live experience. I'm excited. We're downtown now in Public Square.
With this gentleman here, Moses Cleveland. Moses is considered to be the founder of our city. That is him on the far side of the square, the man on the pedestal there. We go back to the year 1795, and this is when the Indians will sign a treaty with the Americans that will relinquish their rights to the lands east of the Cuyahoga River. So the river's on the other side of our buildings here. Now, it is said to rival the Champs-Élysées as the most beautiful street in the world. It is known around the world. In the 1880s, Cleveland is actually said to have the largest concentration of millionaires on this entire planet. So again, a lot of money here in Cleveland. Now, I want to talk about the home on top here. This is the home of Samuel Andrews. He was a chemist, and he and his wife were English. He was also one of the founders of Standard Oil with John D Rockefeller. Cha-ching! He has money. Now, this house, they start construction in 1882. The Old Stone Church is the oldest building on Public Square. It goes back to 1855. Now, the lobby that is inside, the original bank lobby of Society for Savings, still there. It is a key bank today, and it's really kind of a hidden gem because, well, if you don't bank with key, you probably wouldn't walk in there. It is stunning. It has a stained glass ceiling. It has 4 beautiful murals, a red marble that comes from Vermont. Just absolutely incredible. But of course it's a bank, so there will be any banking rules. And that's actually one of the stops in that other tour. But I always recommend people live here. If you're downtown during the work week, go inside.
Hello world! Today we are on a tour of Cleveland, and this is actually my first tour, so I'm taking you along with me for a real live experience. I'm excited. We're downtown now in Public Square, and we're heading to Tower City. We're gonna get a quick lesson on Tower City. So the tour is 2 hours, and it starts at 9:30 in the morning and goes to 11, and it's with Tour of Cleveland. So I booked it right online and got the information on the meeting point, and we are here today. So I'm excited. I'm about to learn so much about my city, and I've been here my whole life.
The other thing I'll mention is he always offered folks the opportunity to have cash or Standard Oil stock. Now, the people who took the Standard Oil stock were set for life. But the people who took the cash, they usually always came back to him and they felt like he had cheated them. But the deal was, he gave them the choice, they just chose wrong.
Yeah, it is stop.
Yeah. Tower. There is an observation deck on the 42nd floor. Unfortunately, that is not open right now, because otherwise I would say definitely go up there. If you see that satellite dish on the side of the building, the floor right below that is actually the 360-degree views of the city, which is pretty cool. And of course, we are home to the Christmas Story house. If you guys like the movie, the house is totally worth going to. This is where they filmed all the exterior shots of the movie, and they have recreated the inside.
The tour begins in Public Square, and we're gonna end it at Playhouse Square, which is down Euclid Avenue. So there's still a lot of ground to cover, but we just talked about Tower City.
So it used to be 4 separate parts. Today we really have 2. So this street here did run all the way through. Now Moses was not in the center of the street. It really would have been more over where the restaurant there is today.
It's hard to see. I want to show you all the soldiers and sailors monument, but the sun, it's hard to see it. At the top is the wife of Schofield, and we actually have a hotel called Schofield Hotel, which I believe we're gonna see it on the tour. So I'm learning a lot about the square and the history. Oh, this sunspot is nice.
Yeah. If you guys
we're in the mall now. The Brown Stadium is behind me.
The hill there, where you see those birds and the dogs, that's small B. And then below it, we can't see the small C. We're not super original with our names here, A, B, and C, but that is our mall nonetheless. We go back to 1903, and we did meet at the statue of Mayor Tom Johnson. He's the guy who really ultimately that will run with the implementation of building this area out. So there are 3 architects, which Daniel Berman of Chicago is one, that will present a document called the Group Plan of 1903, and it will call for a redevelopment of this space. We're really kind of talking about this rectangular quadrant that we are in. The plan will say that there will be green space in the center, and that green space will be surrounded by public buildings. And we're going to talk a lot more about the library here shortly.
The Fountain of Eternal Life. Okay, perfect. The Fountain of Eternal Life. Yes, it represents 4 continents: Africa, Asia, Europe. You said Africa, Asia, Europe, and America.
Is the staircase here in the older building from the first floor to the second. This is the 3rd floor. It's the Special Collections Department. And we're going to talk about this woman here too, Linda Eastman. This is not Paul McCartney's wife. This is a different Linda Eastman. But on the first floor, if you go in, you actually enter from the other side of the building there. There's a great exhibit hall. It would have been the reading room of the library originally. 2016, but we do still see some side in what is the lobby of the hotel today. It says Cleveland on it. It will have the letter D because that is the 4th letter of the alphabet. If you look at the inscription at either end of it, you will see a 4 and a D, again, hence the 4th district. This building is from 1923, and they are home to the Money Museum here in Cleveland. They are not open at the moment though. One thing, you do get a free sample of money at the end of your tour.
I remember getting that as a kid.
And everything that is shiny and gold in the ceiling is all gold leaf. The mural that you see done by Cora Holden. So we did come in on the first floor on Superior. We're actually going to exit on the 2nd floor on Euclid. So it does extend the entire block, but there's about a 12-foot difference between the streets. the giant chandelier. I used to be able to say that that was the world's largest outdoor chandelier, but in February of 2020, they put up a larger one in Thailand. So it shows movies as well as live productions.
We just ended the tour and I learned so much about Cleveland, and so I hope that you all enjoy all of the beautiful buildings that we saw today and the history of the city. I mean, I've been here my whole life and there was a lot of things that I didn't even know, like the names of the buildings, who the architects were, and what's actually inside currently versus what was inside of those buildings 100 years ago. So it was really, really nice. So I will see you all later. Until next time.